This is another video introducing you to a key concept in web page design. This video is about parents and children, the relationship between web page parts. Now, in a web page, you can have a parent and a child. A parent is a part of a web page that contains other parts. A child is a part of a web page inside another part. For example, in the last video, I introduced the header. This contains the title of the web page. Now, the title uses a tag called h1. In this case, the header is the parent and the h1 is the child. Because the header contains the h1, it's the parent, and because the h1 is inside the header, that's the child. A parent can have one or more children, one or more objects inside of it. A parent might have 10 children or 100 children. It depends on the object. A child can also be a parent. You can have objects within objects within objects. One of the most important points about this is that a child can inherit. It can receive the styles of the parent. For example, if the parent has red text, the child will probably have red text also. A child will have the same styles as the parent by default or automatically. You can change this only if you give a child different styles. Let's see what this looks like in a real web page. Here I have a web page which is very similar to what you saw before. It has most of the structural parts of a web page. You have the body, which is the entire page. You have the wrapper, which is this white area surrounded with a red outline. And then you have the header, nav, main, aside, and footer areas. Inside the header, you have the h1 main title. So this actually is an example of a parent with a child, and the child also has a child, and so forth and so on. The body is the parent of everything. The wrapper is the child of the body, but it's the parent of the header and everything else inside of it. The header is the child of the wrapper and the body, but the header is the parent of the main title, the h1 tag. So let's see how this might work. This is the actual code for the page. And what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add a red color for text in the body. Notice that I added the style to the body. However, since the body is the parent for everything else in the web page, when I reload the page, you'll notice that all of the text becomes red, because all of the children of the body, which is everything in the body, that inherits the same style as the parent. Now, let's try something else. Let's go into the header, and in the header, I'll also put a text color, but this time I'll change it so that it's green. Now, what does this mean? Notice that I just made the header have the style of green text. Now, the header is the parent only of the h1. Nothing else is a child of the header. So if I save this and then I reload the main page, you'll notice that the header and the h1 both received the green text. The header became green because that's where I put the style. But the h1, the main title, also became green because it's a child of the header. Notice that everything else stayed red because I did not change the styles for anything else. So the child will automatically take on the styles of the parent unless you give it a special different style. Now, again, you might not understand what I'm talking about right now. That's okay. I'm just trying to introduce you to some of the basic ideas that you will encounter in this web design class. And that's it for this video.